name's Jade Dempsey.
My name's Peyton Flores.
We're Group 5, Section 14 in Animal Science 67, Animals in Society, and our topic is against no-kill animal shelters. So, for my first slide, Jade Dempsey, I wanted to go over what exactly no-kill animal shelters are. So, no-kill animal shelters are shelters that do not perform unnecessary euthanasia or put down the animals due to overpopulation, but they do still euthanize under certain circumstances. These circumstances could be anywhere from a terminally ill animal or an animal that has temperament issues and could be considered dangerous. And although the name makes it seem like otherwise, animal shelters aren't actually 100% no-kill. No-kill animal shelters are also very selective with the animals that they choose to take into their care. Most no-kill animal shelters will turn away old or injured animals and tend to accept the younger and healthier animals. This can be unfair for the older animals simply because they don't really get a chance at being put up for adoption because of their age. This can be very problematic due to the older hurt animals never getting a chance, and they will be more likely to be brought in by a kill shelter, which they will more than likely be euthanized. So, some history on the no-kill animal shelters by Jade Dempsey. The no-kill movement started in the 1980s as a response to the millions of animals being killed in America's shelter systems, which is still happening to this day. The first no-kill animal shelter was founded in 1994 in San Francisco, making San Francisco the first no-kill city in the nation. Rich Avanzino, the president of the San Francisco SPCA, and also known as the father of the no-kill movement, helped make this happen when he made an adoption pact with the Department of Animal Care and Control. And one of the largest nonprofit organizations, the American Society for the Prevention of Cruelty for Animals, also known and widely known as the ASPCA, began in 1866 and has been an extremely impactful organization for the no-kill movement. They've benefited and profited a lot of no-kill shelters and has basically just increased or impacted the movement in a very large way.
So now I'm going to be going over the ethical aspects involved in these shelters, and then again, my name is Peyton Flores. Some concerns regarding ethical aspects involved in shelters can revolve around shelter operations who are not only unethical but can also be a criminal, such as pet brokers. Pet brokers are different rescue services going against defrauding people out of their animals, and sometimes money that can go into different donations to defraud people out of donations that are given by these people. Having a rescue organization is very important to have with different ethical standards. They are essential to maintaining that trust between shelters and people that are bringing in their own animals to these kind of shelters. Also, trusting the law enforcement and different officials to the public. Rescue groups are essential for rescuing animals. Being ethical also includes obeying the law, and a lot of rescuers do not understand the law, or they think that the certain laws don't apply to them. A big number of different rescue services forget about the responsibilities that come with the rescue services for these animals when it comes to the law. Another important ethical aspect is involving shelters when it comes to concerning animals that are abused or neglected, and people are enabling and addressing these kind of situations when it comes to mistreating the animals. So again, my name is Peyton Flores, and I'll be going over the cultural and psychological importance. So there has been many animal shelter situations throughout the year that has been very chaotic, especially during the time of the pandemic. There has been many shelters run by human societies, usually funded by donors, and these kind of shelters are obligated by law to euthanize up to 50% or more animals to take in and being able to take in new animals. It really does come down to the question, is a life in shelter for these dogs or cats better than a quick death? No-kill shelters fail to rehome animals, and one of the main reasons people go to these kind of shelters is they have said that they take in animals that are sick or endangered, and they try to get them back up to health, and a lot of the times they do not do that. There has been many videos of many no-kill shelters, like I said, turning away sick and injured animals. Some charge up to $100 for admission, when many people go to these kind of shelters to surrender animals due to them not being able to afford to take care of them. Due to overcrowding and not euthanizing animals, they get up into fights, they kill each other, they tend to stop eating, and they tend to injure themselves. And most of these concerns, they eventually lead up to death. And then one of my last bullet points on this slide is just a quote from this article, PETA, and in the source slide, you can see that article.
So I just wanted to go over more reasons why we are against no-kill animal shelters. My name's Jade Dempsey. So although most people hear no-kill and automatically support these shelters, they aren't what they are made to seem. Again, the name is very misleading because they aren't 100% no-kill. No-kill animal shelters are just as problematic as kill shelters, but without the harsh name. And then some reasoning behind being against the no-kill animal shelters are that they turn away animals that they do not want to take in. Like my partner previously said, they are very selective with the animals that they want to care for, which then again leaves all of the old or injured animals out on the streets. No-kill animal shelters don't do much to help with overpopulation, again because they are very selective with the animals that they take in. They don't really contribute to helping the overpopulation, and they also don't provide very crucial procedures that help with overpopulation, such as spays and neuters. This is because of their limited resources. No-kill animal shelters make traditional shelters look bad and fuel the stigma against them when they both have their pros and cons. Again, no-kill animal shelters have their pros and cons, and so do traditional shelters, but no-kill animal shelters are just very misleading with their name, and because they do tend to kill animals under certain circumstances.
Okay, so me, Peyton Flores, is just going to go over some current events that are happening now. There is a warning of a national animal shelter crisis, which estimates about 100,000 dogs and cats in the United States. Many of these shelters are waiting for adoption in this time, following the year due to issues caused by the pandemic. And like I said in the last slide, or a couple of slides back, a lot of the overcrowding has been due to the pandemic and a lot of people not being able to afford taking care of their animals and being able to afford housing. Many shelters around the nation are packed due to overcrowding. Many shelters are understaffed, which can be there's not enough resources for these animals. but only one industry estimates the number of cats and dogs face euthanasia, which stands about 100,000, which is higher than this year from the last year, so it's been going up. Due to the pandemic, there are many people struggling to afford financially. So like I said, it's hard for them to be able to afford the animals and being able to financially be able to be stable. With the amount of overcrowding, no-kill shelters are turning away animals that are in need of shelter the most. So circling back to being able to shelter the ones that are sick or the ones that are injured or old, and the ones that are on the streets with these circumstances. Most recent, many no-kill groups are avoiding accountability when it comes to shuttling animals between different foster homes for years on end.
So, I, Jade Dempsey, just wanted to go over some additional information on no-kill shelters and shelters in general. So there are around 70 million stray animals in the United States altogether, and only 6 million of those animals end up in shelters. That's actually a very, very low number compared to the amount of the stray animals that are in the United States. Delaware is the first and only no-kill state in all of the United States and was made a no-kill state in 2019. California is the state with the highest kill rate of shelter animals, with over 100,000 animals killed in 2019. I believe that the second state with the highest kill number is Texas. And there are about 3,500 shelters in the United States, and 52% of those shelters are no-kill. So a little more than half of the shelters are no-kill in America. 6 years ago, only 24% of animal shelters in the United States were no-kill. So the amount of no-kill animal shelters are increasing and continue to increase throughout the years. I think the Best Friends Society, their slogan or their main goal is to make all of the United States a no-kill country by 2025. And then for this slide by Jade Dempsey, we just wanted to go over our informed opinion. So with all of the research and information my partner and I have found, we've decided that we are against no-kill animal shelters for a multitude of reasons. These reasons are due to no-kill shelters aren't actually no-kill, which makes them very misleading. So right off the bat, they're lying with their name. No-kill animal shelters can turn away certain animals, leaving them homeless and unwanted, as where traditional animal shelters take in all animals, no matter the age, illness, or temperament. This is good because traditional animal shelters give these animals a chance at finding a loving home, while no-kill shelters don't. Because of this, traditional shelters have a period of time where they do put their dogs up for adoption. So all of the animals that they bring in have a chance at finding a home, while since no-kill shelters can turn away certain animals, those animals just don't get a chance at all. Most no-kill animal shelters don't even provide spays or neuters, which can drastically help with the overpopulation issue that is affecting shelters all around the world and is one of the largest issues with shelters today. Overall, no-kill animal shelters aren't always the best option when trying to save an animal's life. All animals deserve a chance, not just the young and healthy ones that the no-kill animal shelters selectively take in.
So that kind of wraps up our presentation, and this is one of our last slides, and it just goes over the sources that we used from me and my partner. Thank you so much.